Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to read about 14 surprisingly valuable collectibles you probably already own. If you're dusting off your bike in the garage this spring, you're likely to stumble over cobwebs and coffee cans of mystery bits. There are some good reason to set it aside, right? If you've got a mint condition Beatles album, it deserves pride of place in a home, not to rot away in a basement closet. And if you're not playing or displaying this masterpiece, it's time to cash in and boost your bank account. Many pop culture collectibles are worth a small fortune. Here's a look at the 14 most valuable types of collectibles. At number 1 on the list are comic books. According to Heritage Auctions, the comics market is exploding. In 2021, the site sold a Golden Age Batman comic for a cool $2.2 million. While you might not have comics from the 1938 to 58 era, other books can be worth plenty, especially anything pre-1980. Books from that period with original artwork are highly desirable. At number 2 on the list are action figures. Old toys have sentiment. As the audience these toys were built for ages, the toys' monetary value grows. Action figure toys do very well, in particular those tied to beloved movies like Star Wars. Hake's Auction sold a 1979 Star Wars Boba Fett rocket-firing figure for $236,000 in 2022. At number 3 on the list are Barbies. Barbies are a collector's dream. The original 1959 doll is especially sought after. A well-preserved, used 1959 Barbie with the box and the stand is going for just under $16,000 on eBay. At number 4 on the list are baseball cards. According to experts, many player cards are worth a small fortune. According to WorthPoint, there are thousands of cards worth more than $10,000 today. You likely don't have a Mickey Mantle, which is a hot commodity, but you may have a 1993 Derek Jeter card, which could fetch upwards of $600,000. At number 5 on the list are Pokemon cards. Pokemon cards have been around since 1996, and many have already achieved vintage collector status. Scarcity and condition are the main factors driving value. Rare Pikachu holographic illustrator cards can sell for $375,000 to $6 million. At number 6 on the list is old technology. Yesterday's cutting-edge technology holds tremendous value for today's collectors. A floppy disk signed by Steve Jobs sold at auction for $84,115. Jobs' signature helped, but even unsigned goods are valuable. eBay has listings for vintage computers priced at $20,000 and more, with some coveted goods listed at $100,000. At number 7 on the list is furniture. Old furniture is popular on the collector's market. For example, a 1956 Hermes chair on Cherish is selling for $38,540. Keep in mind, old does not automatically mean valuable. Several factors come into play, including manufacturer, style, hardware, and construction. High-value furniture is sturdily built with tight joints and solid veneers. At number 8 on the list is sports memorabilia. It's not just baseball cards. There's a wide market for a range of athletic paraphernalia, especially goods tied to superstar athletes. Michael Jordan's signed college jersey sold for $1.38 million. And it's not just autographed goods that are making the money. Used, unsigned Michael Jordan Chicago Bulls jerseys go for several $100s on eBay. At number 9 on the list is barware. Period TV shows like Downton Abbey, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and Mad Men have renewed interest in collecting vintage drinkware. Valuable items include sterling silver shakers, colored glassware, and decanters. At number 10 on the list are vintage clocks. While we may love our smartwatches, there's still a sizable market of analog clock lovers. Collectors clamor toward popular manufacturers like Asonia, Seth Thomas, Jaeger-LeCoultre, Chelsea Clock Company, Howard Miller, and Gilbert Clock Company. At number 11 on the list are posters. Stop heckling your spouse for buying posters at music festivals. Posters for movies, concerts, and events can be extremely valuable. An original Wizard of Oz movie poster went for $108,000, a staggering sum, yet chump change compared to the $525,800 a 1931 Dracula poster commanded in a 2017 auction. At number 12 on the list are video games. Don't yard sale your old games into oblivion. Old games and gaming consoles can be worth a small fortune. A Donkey Kong 3 cartridge sold for a reported $28,800 in 2019. While Donkey Kong is a beloved brand, games don't have to be popular or even good to be valuable. It's more about age and rarity. At number 13 on the list are handbags. The market for luxury handbags, brand new or vintage, is strong. As such, there are many ways to check the value of your handbag, including auction and consignment sites like Heritage Auctions and The Real Real. Couture bags such as Louis Vuitton and Hermes do especially well, but there's also a large market for name brands like Coach and Kate Spade. Qualities or features that impact value include condition, materials, rarity, and trim. And finally, at number 14 on the list is coins. Double check your coin jar. A few super rare pieces buried in the stash could help you bring in extra cash. The world's most valuable coin, a gold double eagle minted in 1933, sold for $18.9 million at a Sotheby's auction. And most of us probably have a Kennedy half dollar. According to Gray Sheet, Kennedy half dollars are worth $1.05 to $24,000, depending on the year minted and the coin's silver content. But the range could be low. In 2019, a 1964 coin sold for $156,000. In conclusion, the bottom line is you could have a small fortune hiding in your parents' garage or sitting in the hutch and staring you in the face every morning at breakfast. Before you discard old collectibles or make them live out their days in musty boxes, figure out what they're worth and consider selling them to make extra money. A local appraiser can help, or turn to specialty sites to jumpstart your research. Even if you don't sell, you should properly store the goods and consider insuring them. Alright, there you have it. 14 surprisingly valuable collectibles you probably already own. If you enjoyed this article, please take a second to hit that like button. Give this video a like now. And if you really enjoy this sort of content, please consider subscribing to the channel.